Inside of this video, we're going to be sharing with you some of the initial contributions to our brand new alliance inside of Call of Dragons. BDZ, as a reminder, is our brand new home, and so far things have been going pretty well. There's been a lot happening that we've been contributing to, and that's what I want to dive into right now. But first, I can't let this stuff sit. I can't have anything not training. So we're gonna get our troops training to start things off. We all know that we always wanna have troops training so that we can make sure that our armies are as big and strong as they can be, and that our research is gonna be going as well because, well, research things. With that being said, resources seem to be a bit of an issue. Plus, we gotta be getting our wall up soon too so we can get our Hall of Order up. Got some resources to collect here as well. We got a bunch of green over here that we have to go spend, and we have to send out some gatherers. My God, there is a lot to do today. Now, if you're inside of a solid alliance, you're gonna know to look for markers on the map. This is gonna kind of tell you where things are happening, where you need to be, possibly where you need to teleport to, and where the battles are gonna be happening. Sometimes even casual things as well that may be happening inside of the game. So if you're a leader or in some type of a leadership role inside of Call of Dragons, make sure that you're utilizing all of these different tagging features so that you can relay information easily to your alliance. It's one of the first things that I do when I log on is check out what's going on, making sure that I'm where I need to be. Now, there's been a lot of building going on as well. We've been expanding territory, and we needed to participate in some of that as well. You can't just sit around and go gathering when building is to be done. This is how you could be a alliance member that is worthy, giving contribution even when maybe you don't have troops high enough to really contribute in battle. You could still contribute in other ways, and this is one of the ways that we're working on it right now. And as you can see, we're building out towards other villages, and like I said, expanding our territory as we go, trying to take up as much land and get to as close to the center as we can. Now, we noticed that some of our neighboring alliances were building in the same direction and maybe even coming towards us, so we need to decide if this is something that we wanted to be cool with or if this was a problem. Next, we found a contested pass through which other teams had to go through along with us. So what do we think is going to happen when we find a pass that's contested? May that mean battle? Now, in an effort to participate and to really be in the fight for the pass, we need to do our teleporting, right? You need to make sure that you're in the right spot so that you can go back and forth between your village and not have to take a 20-minute hike to get there, because we all know from previous videos that taking those hikes can be really dangerous. You could lose all of your army and stuff like that just trying to get to the battle. It's happened to me too many times. So now, if we just easily teleport closer to the battle, we can get involved in those battles without having the danger of having to transport all of our troops to battle and back. Also, remember to keep an eye on your builders. We were keeping an eye on the builders because you never know when some calves are going to come around the backside, start beating up on them and, you know, killing easy targets, gaining free merits. As we get closer and closer to a village, the competition gets intense, and members from both alliances catch up to the development over multiple hours. And this goes on for a good amount of time, where you're back and forth, really just in a stalemate with where you're building and where you're able to expand to. Now, it seemed for a while that we were at the disadvantage. We seemed to have less players online, and we were kind of behind in the building in our progression, our expansion of territory. But this didn't last forever, because as you know, ebbs and flows. Different regions have different sleep times. Different sleep times means that you are able to participate in different times inside of the game. Against all odds, we start driving back. We have more members coming online. We start getting more bodies for the building and more bodies for the fighting, and the expansion efforts start to change a little bit. We start gaining more ground, getting more territory, being more successful in our building efforts to kind of take over what's going on in the battle and for space itself. So we finally get our tower completely built, and then it's a stalemate. We're sitting there, and that's it. Now, as our opponents decide to, for some reason, go in another direction, we just start taking down their towers, destroying them, and further expanding our own territory, getting us closer to our end goal. Now, in the midst of all of this, gathering must happen. We have to go out and gather the resources. What is this? Who didn't finish the mana pot? The mana pool? Call it what you will. Someone didn't clean up their mess. But we could definitely use some lumber, so we're going to send some of our gatherers out there. What else are we looking for right now? Oh, how about some stone? Yeah, I'll take some stone all day. Thank you very much. I wonder if we have any, like, big collection resource spots. It looks like there is nothing right now, but it looks like the expansion. Oh, look at this, BDO. Right here against BDO. BDO. That's the strongest clan in the entire server. That's Chisgul Gaming's alliance. Can we find him? Chisgul, where are you? Oh, there's the CEO. The days when I would fight alongside of these guys, how do I miss them? Ah, there he is. Chisgul Prime, my man, my man. What's going on inside of his village? Looks like there's a lot of things sitting in there, eh? Let's get inside of there. Oh, look at how pretty it is. Look at how pretty. He's done a nice job. And this is where it all lies. BDO against DNS. The lines are here. I would anticipate that we are going to have a big battle and war video coming out for all of you next. This battle will be happening very soon. This is why I should recall my gatherers that I just sent out. Because, man, we're going to take some heat if we don't. Let's actually, let's recall these guys right now. I can't afford it. Blood versus DNS. This is always something exciting. The two families collide. Two of the strongest families inside of the entire server. And again, this is what I'm going to try to bring you as my next video. So in case you want to be left out, well, you don't. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on wars, events, and any guides that I have for you inside of Call of Dragons in a particularly fun fashion.